Welcome back to Napoleon Total War with a pike and shot mod. Last time around we threw the British out of Croatia, of all places. Just need to take care of their navy and that should be fine. I should be able to go on my Sicilian campaign. Go ahead and associate myself with the mafia. Maybe they'll, I don't know, maybe they'll rebel against me and throw me out. With that said, I have gone ahead and tested to attack the Hanoverians as it stands right now, and it should work.
Yes, sir.
So we'll just take Wallenstein and attack the Hanoverians. We're gonna attack the troop outside, so we don't get a fortress battle, and this should work. And we should be able to crush them. Hopefully. Right. The problem with this one, of course, is that most of the forces will come in as reinforcements. So it'll take quite a long time. Although that is not a problem for you. That will be a problem for me, because I'll be sitting around waiting for the enemy to turn up. But with that said, let's once and for all, finally, we get it to work. The Battle of Hanover. I thought it was going to take a long time for them to set up and us to get into contact. I did not think it was going to take 30 minutes for it to happen. There was a few skirmishes ahead of time. They managed to squander the general really early. It was a medium pike unit that basically marched into me, so I killed it. I also killed their one cannon over here. And then there was 2 cavalry units that rode into us. So what is left is all their infantry, which is now slowly making their way downtown, closing in on our formation. They are very much focusing in on the right side here, which means I'm a little bit disaligned with a lot of my units. Also turn the cannons just slightly. But that means that I can mobilize this side to swing in on the enemy and attack them. Currently they're able to fire onto this part of the line without us being able to respond. I'm gonna switch up the lines a little bit. Okay, that didn't do anything. You fired a little bit too early. Also, this is going to be a problem because there's a lot of pikes coming this way. Could cause quite a bit of trouble for us. We're going to have to turn up the line here to get up to a position where we can actually engage with the enemy. To the point where I actually forgo quite a bit of the checkered line and bring them together like this. And the cavalry will go all the way around there. Right, cannons set up. I have to be quite controlled fire basically, because there's a high risk of me firing on my own units. Are you guys firing anymore now? If you please. In anticipation of the strike of these pike units, I'm gonna pull some of these units back. Same with the cavalry over here. Gonna pull them back. Gonna march a little bit further forward, forming into square. Let's take a look from this angle. There's not much we can actually fire from over there. I guess it's better actually to bring them forwards and use canister instead. Is that the one in the woods? Or oh, it's the one up here. Then you will attack the light swordmen then. Most of their troops have snagged onto this square, which is good. We've got pike advancing over there, but hopefully we'll keep them from getting too close. Cavalry charge goes in over there. We've got light pikemen. Let's hold the lines over here. See if we can't shoot that one down before we proceed here. It's light pikes, so we should be able to do quite a bit of damage there. Oh, you are not on fire at will. That's a great start. Cavalry will withdraw. They'll strike again. Let's see. Oh, the pikes have reached the cavalry. That's not a great match in terms of what's it called? The sort of the well, you weren't on fire at will either. The what's it called? Paper, scissor. You know what I mean. They're all coming for this one square right there, the 19th Regiment. Very few of those guys left. General will close in to inspire the 19th. Where is he going? Not too interested in that one, actually. Why don't the pikes go after him like that? And then we start to try and bring more rifles to bear, or more muskets to bear on the enemy. This heavy pike regiment is losing a lot of men. Let's go ahead and inspire. Oh, heavy Dutch pike formation that struck the musketeers, or the matchlock infantry. They need to be brought back. Oh, how did we manage to kill that many of those so quickly? And then the pikes are fighting over there. With them gone, I want to turn up this entire side, and I want to get that, take control of that stone wall. And we're winning that fight. Cavalry coming up behind. You were supposed to fall back quite a bit ago. And the cavalry took out those. Let's see if we can have the cavalry team up and fight that unit. This square alone is holding off all these enemy troops. Point blank. Firing right into each other. cavalry units combining now against the German mercenaries. With the pike unit gone, we can have the musketeers advancing. The enemy is getting crushed. I mean, the way this square is held while losing less than 100 men. I was gonna say 50, but it did in fact lose a little bit more than 50. I wonder how many the 19th has killed here, and how many of it has actually been due to the musketeers firing. Most of the enemy troops are retreating at this point. There's only a little bit of a holdout by the enemies over here. I would say that I'm pretty darn confident in declaring this a Habsburg victory. Wonderful victory. We only lost 600 men roughly out of a 3,000 men army. The enemy lost their entire force of 3,000. Only 121 men managed to get out of the fight. Let's go ahead and see what the 19 regiment did. I can assume that this is the 19th, as this is about the numbers they lost. They managed to kill 677 men in this battle, gaining quite a bit of chevrons in the process. And as we go down, we can see what kind of numbers we have all around. Very good. And with that, the Hanoverians are done for now. That means that I don't have to fight this force over here, as I will just be able to No, I won't just be able to roll over this area, because they spawn a hell of a lot of troops. Now, it's a lot of shit troops. The worst thing here is probably the mortar, because that mortar is very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Can I do it as an auto-resolve if I bring in Tilly? Even with Tilly, it's just a 50-50 chance. Which is not great. Then I might... What I should have done is I possibly should have attacked these guys. Because now... Oh god, no, I should have attacked them. No. The reason why... well, now they're gonna come here to the aid of the town, and the town is gonna sally forth. That's gonna work for me in a way. But if I had attacked these forces with Tilly, I'm sure Tilly would have been able to destroy them quite easily, and then we could have just sieged these guys down until they were forced to completely surrender. Now there's a chance of these guys actually coming in, combining with this force, doing quite a bit of damage to us, which I don't like. I thought I could be able to end it there. Right. We've got Pappenheim. He needs to join them up there. Go on. Okay, is that the best route? Then do that. Oh my god, I hate the fact that they're blocking that road. Any other moves? The Navy? The Navy's not close. I figure we can end turn, but I think given the time, I don't think I could fit another battle in there, especially one that possibly is going to be quite large. What I should have done is maybe I should have just paused Tilly at the river crossing. I can still actually block the river crossing with cavalry, and then we can meet the enemy. We can meet the enemy there, because these guys will bring in Tilly, so we'll block them from getting through there. And if I send the Reiters over to block this bridge, that means the enemy won't be able to take aid of these, I hope. So we will hopefully be blocking these guys from actually attacking us. I would prefer them going through this area rather than this, because we'd more easily... There's more of a chance that they won't be able to get reinforcement of the town over up here, than down here. Hopefully this could work, and then Tilly can make a counterattack instead of my error of judgment. Right. We'll end turn and see what happens, but I don't think we will be able to do another battle for this video. We have spent enough time on this one alone. Well, you know what, guys? I will go ahead and play this battle. I think that we do have time for one, if I can do it the same quick way I did the last one. Anyways, as we can see, the enemy army has advanced and attacked the bridge, just as I wanted them to, and Tilly will come as reinforcement. As long as we are able to quickly close the gap and like hold the river crossing, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to win this just as easily as we did the last one. With that said, let's jump into the battle. Well, unfortunately for me, they sent their heavy cavalry over first. I should have kept at least one heavy cavalry on either bridge, so I would have countered that if I had actually had the foresight to think of that. But I didn't, and so the enemy was able to force their way over. Also, of course, since I start at twice the range away from the river crossing, they did have it, you know, a lot closer to the river crossing. So there was no way I was gonna get there unless I'd had a troop that could block their advance, and I didn't have a troop that could block their advance. So what we're seeing right now is the enemy is gonna have it's gonna come in pretty nicely there. Right, that was not what I was supposed to do. And right now, the longer that stupid heavy cavalry unit stays there and blocks me from advancing up onto this field right here. Where's my cannons? Canister is going to be needed. See if the general can aid here by firing pistols. Hopefully without dying in the process. I'm gonna order this one forward to see if I can stop the enemy. Come on. So few of the bastards left. I'm kind of lucky in the fact that most of their first units here are pike units, so I won't really meet a unit that will be able to kind of fire back and do a lot of damage that way. I'll have to order forward these troops. Right, finally they're gone. It's time to advance the army. See if we can find a good way to block the enemy. Sword infantry will move around the flank, and so will the light cavalry. I'm thinking the light cavalry is going to ambush these two mercenary or these footmen. These two musketeer units or matchlock units coming up, and that they will ambush them as they close in. Fire on the closest unit. I don't get that. A little bit of a problem. I've been trying to run my troops to get into position quickly here, and that of course means that a lot of them, or all of them, are tired. Isn't great. Okay, this looks good, this looks promising. The way the enemy is kind of heading towards the squares. Alright, we got the two cannons coming in. Kinda need to block the enemy over there. Quick move through. Okay, these guys are almost over. Light cavalry, hurry down. Sword infantry, hurry around. Right, form square. Oh, they managed to attack here anyways. Right, pull back. Main concentration of enemy troops is over here. There's where we'll send cannons, and we'll use them to fire canister. Fall back. You will move up to be able to more accurately fire. You'll attack over there. Right, they're now attacking this square. We got the two cannons coming in. It's going to set up right here, be able to fire into that. Order the general to aid by firing on that. And you will turn to this side. Let's see if we can't hit these guys from 2 angles. Try and avoid going right into them. Actually, the English musketeers are open here for the swordmen to charge at. Oh, you're not doing hot, are you? That Dutch formation is not doing well. Given the circumstances here.
Our men are running for it.
And it was broken, but at the same time we might just have killed the enemy general. I think what we'll do is... should switch these actually. This one's about to set up to fire. I want to kind of go around there to hit them. They're switching over to the second square. Cannons coming in to... Oh, this pike formation is breaking against their lights as well.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Okay, the Dutch pike formations are not doing well in this matchup. Yeah, that one, now that one broke as well. Dutch pikes are nowhere near as strong as the other pike units that we had. The light cavalry did their job, they're holding off them. Just gotta keep an eye on that pike coming up. Oh, this Dutch formation is back. Oh shit. Okay, not good, not good. I'm gonna send in the swordmen to try and alleviate that situation a bit. And I'm moving the general over. I want to see if I can get shots off in on this unit right here. This square is holding okay for now. We're gonna do another rally, see if this one holds. The other general just died, the one that's down here.
Our men are running for it.
Right, swordmen kind of joined in that. I want them to kind of break through. Are we even doing any damage here? What's going on with these canisters? There we go. Now we're starting to see some damage. You probably need to get closer to get good shots off. Right, the light cavalry is not doing well in that fight down there. Try to get through, overwhelm them. Then I think it's better if you actually fire on this formation instead. Am I hitting this one with my canister? I don't think we're doing that well. We don't seem to be doing any damage here.
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running now? Oh, these guys. That's, well, no surprise there.
An order. Sir. Artillerie zu Befehl. Schwere Kanone.
Can move the general to fire a pistol on him.
Batterie zu Befehl. Schwere Kanone.
Yeah, seemingly they're not doing any bloody damage. Oh, you're out of shot, are you? Drop the square and attack over here. Why aren't... Seemingly doing basically no damage. Did my light... Yeah, my light cavalry got here. These gunners rallied. We're having a hard enough time. These,
Our men are running, sir.
oh, we had 2 units break. Not great. Not great. Yeah, these canister are doing nothing to the enemy. It's probably better to hold fire at this point. Dutch musketeers. Alright, let's see if we can focus in some power on this heavy German formation. Almost a full salvo of what? 5 or so cannons, and we kill like 5 people. I don't know. Someone is probably siphoning off and selling whatever we're loading those cannons with. Alright, let's get the gunners up, lock the enemy over here in place,
The men are fatigued, sir, and must
and then the
rest.
cavalry will come swing around the flank to attack. Sword infantry will break off, and the pikes will be left to deal with it. Alright, advance, advance. Light cavalry go around. General can join in there as well. This unit needs to get closer to do significant amount of damage. Okay, now you're at angles so you can actually fire on these guys. Get the light cavalry in there. I thought I would be able to use the cannons to do more damage on the enemy, but that did not end up being the case.
Men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
We'll move the cannons still to a better position where we can fire downhill. I did not think that this battle was going to be as difficult as it's been right now. A large part due to the underperformance of the Dutch formations, doing very poorly here in this fight. Good. We got rid of that unit. Once this heavy pike unit goes, then I can with confidence say that we have won. There's only one enemy unit left. It's still a pretty heavy pike unit, but it's exhausted. I've got 3 units of gunners. We still have 1 smaller pike unit. General, light cavalry. I think we've got it in the bag, so... I will declare myself victorious at this point, and we'll be heading back to the campaign map to celebrate my hard-earned victory. Finally, after much ado, we stand victorious. One of the highest losses in terms of percentage, where I lost probably more than half the army, what I'm looking at right now without doing too much calculations. We have, out of an army of 2,200, about 900 stand remaining. The enemy, of course, did even worse, but that's to be expected. They have 54 men left. Highest kills go to one of the matchlock units, the one that lost 46 men. So the biggest one that was left to the very end killed the most there. As we go down, we can see that I'm kind of interested in what the cannons did. So one did 30, and the other one did 55. Given the shots they had, I would have expected a lot more, given that they basically point-blank canister like multiple times at the enemy without, doing significant damage on them, which was kind of odd. I'm not entirely sure if it was specific to those cannons or what it was, but yeah. Peace treaty, general available, troops recruited, building, lot of provisions, storms, army on the march, whatever, and attrition continues for that one army. But with that said here, we will be able to lay siege and slowly break down the Hanoverians and then overwhelm the city. There is no relief coming anywhere soon. So, as we did a pretty long battle here for the last one, I'll just go ahead and say as what I always say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!